Hi everyone, it's Julie here, your pet grief specialist. On this video, I'm going to be talking about how do you know when it's time to get help from a professional. Isn't grief a natural process? Shouldn't you be upset? Of course you should. But there are different ways that you can grieve and everyone has a different experience, and there's no need for you to suffer and suffer for weeks and weeks and months when there are ways that you can say, your most loving goodbye with your pet. And it's not a case that the longer that you grieve, the more you loved your pet. Of course it's not. They wouldn't want you to be upset. If they were here and able to be beside you and that you were upset, they'd be coming up and comforting you, wouldn't they? Maybe you remember that they used to do that. It's okay to talk to friends if you want to, but after a while, you might feel like you're burdening them, or that they don't understand, or that you're getting on their nerves. And maybe they don't really understand if they haven't been through it themselves, or they've had professional help and were able to deal with the feelings of guilt and sorrow. They may not understand why you don't do that. Or it might just be a case that they've never had a pet or never had the same kind of relationship with their pet as you have. It's time to get professional help when your grief is interrupting your everyday life. So if you can't go about your life without bursting into tears, or you can't sleep, or you feel so overwhelmed with guilt all the time, every time you think about your pet, there's no need for you to go on and on and on feeling that way. Support groups can help, but if you've been in them a long while and you're still feeling as bad as you did when you first went in, although they're comforting and you can help comfort other people, perhaps you need a bit more professional help. Have a look online, have a look at some of the videos, see what's out there. Perhaps you're somebody that wants religious help, and you can look at your go to your church for support, or in these days of lockdown, perhaps you need to get in touch via the internet or something like that. They might have support groups. If you're somebody that believes you're very, very spiritual or believes in mediums, perhaps you can get in touch with somebody like that. Or perhaps you just want somebody that's qualified that can help you. Now, I use grief counselling blended with hypnotherapy. So it's a gentler form of counselling and it doesn't take quite as many sessions. Everyone is different. Usually on the pet grief program, there's 3 or 4 sessions. Some people have more, some people don't have as many. Everyone is unique, and the relationship that you had with your pet is unique as well. So if your grief is interrupting your life because you just can't cope, because you feel nobody understands, or you feel like you can't sleep, you feel guilty all the time, or you're crying all the time, now is the time to get in touch. Okay? You can book a free initial consultation with me, or you could just look at some of the other videos, see what's around. Like I say, look for help in other areas if that's what appeals to you, but don't keep suffering. If you were in the same place that you were a year ago, 6 months ago, then it is time for you to get professional help. Let me know what you think, okay? Maybe I'll hear from you, maybe you'll just look at the other videos. I've got a Facebook page with lots of advice on, Julie Wood, Pet Grief Expert, and see what appeals to you, what help you need. Your situation is not the same as somebody else's. So perhaps you need help from a religious person or a medium. Perhaps you need grief help, grief support, just by staying in the groups. Or perhaps you're looking for something a bit more structured with a professional. See what you think, and I hope to hear from you soon. All right then, bye for now.